I guess only the three of us are left now.
Dad, I can't believe it. Dad!
Daddy! Hey, Daddy!
What is it, my little angel?
Is it okay if I eat some ice cream? Can I have some Starburst too?
This little kiddo. You have no clue where your mother went. She could have gone up to heaven or still be roaming the earth, and you wouldn't know the difference. You're so young and clueless. You haven't got a single idea. It seems you really don't know where your mother has gone.
Sis, can I eat some pink Starburst?
Yeah, sure. I'll go get some for you.
Sissy, give me a piggyback ride.
I'll give you a piggyback ride later, when I take you to bed.
Where's Mommy? Why isn't she home? It's dark. Did Mommy go to the grocery store?
Yeah, the grocery store. That's where she went.
My daughters, come here. Daddy will give both of you a piggyback ride.
No way! I want to do it instead. Give Mom a call. Go get your cell phone and call Mom. Tell her to come fast. I'm sleepy.
Lucy!
Is Lucy asleep right now?
Yeah, I just checked on her. She's sound asleep as if nothing happened.
Should we both have a beer?
Sure, Dad. I'll go look for some chips to munch on it with.
Hey, listen, Camille.
What is it?
I need to tell you something that happened exactly 3 days before your mother got into a car accident.
3 days, you said?
That's right. I got into a bit of a fight with your mom.
Oh, what? You and Mom have gotten into fights before. I wouldn't have even imagined.
Other people don't know about it, of course. From the looks of it, we're a pair of lovebirds. But when it's just the two of us, I tend to get upset with her quite often.
You get pouty even though you're 10 years older than Mom?
Yeah, I can't help it sometimes.
So, what were you saying about the fight?
Anyway, we fought at that time, and it was a Sunday. But even though we were together every single moment, I still didn't say anything to her. She didn't try to reconcile with me or anything either. There was just silence between the two of us.
Wow, I didn't even notice. So then what happened?
That night, I was getting ready to go to sleep, and I got in our bed. We still hadn't said a word to one another at that point. Your mom was lying down facing the other way. So then I said to myself, take a look at this. She won't even look at me. I was still sulking, you see. I really thought she would have tried to talk to me by then. Did you think I wouldn't lie down like that too? So then I lied down facing the outside as well.
Oh, Dad.
But then, as I was trying to turn off the reading lamp, your mom suddenly did something. She slid her phone under my pillow. I felt the lump under my head when I laid back down.
Huh? Why? Why did she put her cell phone under your pillow?
Exactly. I was so confused. You think it's weird too, don't you?
Yeah, that is quite strange.
She just did that randomly for no reason at all.
Wait, Dad. I think I know why she did it.
She just put it there. She wanted an excuse to make up with me, but was too nervous to actually bring anything up. It made me turn back around to look at her, and she was looking at me too. With a smile.
Dad, that's what I was thinking too. That's so characteristic of her to do.
What kind of a move was that? It wasn't something she did for no reason at all. She just wanted to make up with me. How did she even think of that?
Dad, I miss Mom.
I miss your mom so much too. I don't even know how I'm going to live the rest of my life from now on. What will I even do without her? She was the love of my life.
Dad, we're here with you.
Camille, I know you're the type to put others first, but it's okay if the both of you go live with your husbands later on. I'll be fine, somehow.
Excuse me, young lady over there.
Are you talking about me?
Of course I am. Do you see anyone else around? Quick, come over here.
Huh? Why? What is it?
If I tell you to get over here, just get over here.
Okay, but for what reason?
Here, take this.
Excuse me, I'm not a beggar.
Young lady, your face looked kind, but you're rather unpleasant, aren't you? With the way you're talking so carelessly to someone older than you. You're cute and pretty like you could be my daughter. That's why. These are some pastries. I put cookies and scones in here. Chocolate chip, snickerdoodle, sugar, blueberry, raspberry, vanilla bean, lemon. I'm sure there's something you'd like in here. I just now took them out of the oven. The ones over there. So be careful when you touch them. Don't blame me if you burn yourself. I'm giving you the stuff I made. These sell really well. They're quite delicious indeed. Go on, have a little taste.
No, thank you. Look at this. Look how much allowance I have. I have so much of it. I can afford to buy a sweet treat if I want anything. You don't need to give me all of this for free.
You're quite sassy, aren't you? I'm just giving them to you because I want you to taste them. You can share them with your family, too. I guess you can eat them at home. Take them and get going now. Take them home and eat them there. I put a lot in. I think they'll last you about 4 days, even if you eat as many as you please.
Okay, then thank you, I guess.
That's right. It's really cold out today. Go back to your house quickly. Shoo! Shoo!
I heard this is the lady that runs the local bakery. That's her, isn't it? Why did she stop me and give me all of this for free? Does that mean... Do I really look that poor? Sis, I'm home! Oh, that was such a long day, too.
Oh, Lulu, you're here? Welcome home.
Yeah, I'm hungry. That smells good. Give me food. I'm starving.
Okay, take a seat. I'm just finishing up the sauce for that vodka pasta you really like right now.
Here, take some of these too.
You bought something. Is that from the bakery? What is that?
Cookies and scones, I think.
Huh? Why did you buy so many of them? You shouldn't eat so much junk food, you know.
The lady who owns the bakery gave them to me.
She gave them to you? Like, completely for free? Just for no reason at all?
Yep, for free. She just stopped me while I was walking past and handed them to me.
She really gave them to you for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
But that doesn't make any sense at all. Why would she do something like that?
I don't know. Anyway, give me some pasta.
Wait a minute. You were staring into the window and watching her again, weren't you?
About that. Well, yeah, kind of. I guess you could say that.
You need to stop doing that. How many times do I need to tell you? People are going to think you're a creep. It's not healthy.
What? What do you mean not healthy?
I mean, staring at anyone who looks even a little similar to Mom is weird.
Hey, what did I do wrong? I was just people watching. Is that a crime?
Oh my, your clothes. What is that?
Huh? What is it? What's the matter?
I'm going crazy. I'm going insane. I can't do this. How many times have I told you?
Huh? My clothes? What's wrong with what I'm wearing?
If you wear clothes like that and walk around, of course old ladies that don't know you will give you food to eat. What happened to your green puffer jacket?
Ah, I lent it to Olivia. She needed a jacket.
Ah, okay. You lent it to your friend. What happened to all the winter coats I bought you from the department store? In any case, I bought the coat you're wearing right now from a flea market a long time ago. So now it's all raggedy and I was planning on tossing it out soon. And also, it's a really light jacket for the fall. You're wearing something like that on such a cold day. That's why people who don't know you would think you're the daughter of a low-income household.
What does it matter what people who don't know me think about me?
Why wouldn't it matter? The way you're dressed to go out reflects on me. Not to mention it reflects on Dad, too.
It's all right. However I dress, the only thing that matters is that I'm comfortable.
Didn't you learn this in school? The way you carry yourself determines how you'll be treated. As long as you're dressed well, you'll be treated well.
What are you two yapping about this time?
Dad. My voice was a little loud, wasn't it? Did I wake you up?
Oh, Dad, you were at home too?
Yep, of course. Where else would I be?
Why didn't you come home yesterday? I honestly thought you had gone on a trip or something without telling us.
Why wouldn't I have come home? I just came home late. I must have gotten here after you fell asleep.
Huh? I was up studying until 2 a.m. though. You're telling me you came after that? What time did you get here?
Lucy, be quiet. Don't start something with Dad.
If I said I came home, it means I came home and you know it. I smell something delicious.
That's right. I just finished adding some herbs to the pasta sauce and it's boiling right now. I also went out and bought some fresh garlic from the farmer's market. I made some garlic bread too. I just took it out of the oven.
You did well, it seems. All right then, let's all sit down and eat.
Dad, you've been a bit fishy lately.
What exactly are you referring to, Brat?
Well, I haven't exactly figured out all the details yet, but my point is, you've definitely been a bit sus. Sis, give me some pasta!
Now look here, you better get it yourself. What are you going to do when your sister gets married? You've been ordering her around for everything.
What did I do? She's standing next to the stove anyway. And she could have said no. Then I would have gotten it myself. I was just asking.
You're a senior in high school and you're still whining all the time like this.
I don't whine.
Don't just stand around like that. Take a seat. Let's eat.
This is so good. What would we do without you, Cammy?
Eat that and then get seconds. I made a lot of pasta today since it's your favorite.
Okay, sissy. Oh yeah, by the way, when I was at the bakery earlier...
Yeah? What happened? Oh, Dad, here. Take this tissue. Are you choking?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I just think that the bakery owner is a really good person.
What? You're saying she's a good person just because she gave you these pastries?
No way. Do you really think I'd say something like that just because of some cookies? I'm not that shallow. No one can bribe me into liking them. How could a person think like that? Anyway, I usually have a really good instinct about these things.
It might be a little rash to say something like that about someone you don't know well, but I think I also kind of agree.
Why? Because she's a bit feisty.
Well, I can't say that's not part of the reason. Honestly, whenever I see her fighting with the older male vendors at the farmer's market, I find it a bit impressive. A small woman clenching her fist and pointing aggressively at them. It was kind of surreal.
Yeah, I heard she's a real fighter. That's what my friends in the apartment complex told me. Anyway, I think I'm going to run for president of the City Youth Council. Dad, what's the matter? You've been coughing for so long.
It's nothing. Just choking a bit still.
Our father is quite weird today. Drink some water, Dad. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about, Cammy.
You're a senior in high school. Go study for your SATs. This isn't something you should be meddling with. Why are you so passionate about running for president?
No, but Cammy, you're being weird. It's youth president of the council for the city that we're literally living in.
What on earth could possibly be so important to you about being president? Especially since you're going to be applying to colleges this year.
Why are you being like this? Youth council president is super important.
Listen, Camille, I have something for you.
What is it?
Tomorrow, you're going to see his family, right?
Yeah, I am. It's my first time ever since we got engaged, so I'm a bit nervous.
I'm a bit nervous, too. I've been thinking about it all week. I ordered this bottle of wine from the local winery. It's from 1974. Vintage Cabernet.
Ah, is that what got delivered here earlier?
That's right. Take it with you tomorrow to give to his parents. It's really expensive.
Sure, I'll do that. Thanks, Dad. That's really thoughtful of you.
Make sure you're really kind and put together when you greet them. It's important that you make a good impression on your in-laws. It'll make your life a whole lot easier in the long run.
Okay, got it.
And, most importantly, make sure you don't do anything that makes them say, "Oh, it's because she grew up without a mom."
Don't worry, Dad. I won't let our family down.
Dad is the time to get worried about everything.
What? Is that really how I am?
When they look at Camille, everyone always says that if she was born in the Victorian era or something, she'd fit right in because she's so perfect and proper. You really don't need to worry.
Well, they're right about that. Mom, quick. Say what you need to say.
Isaac, why are you saying something like that?
Mom, it's been over 5 whole minutes since you first started looking downward like that.
What? You must be exaggerating.
When someone has come over, you shouldn't be like that.
No, but of all people, why did you have to choose the daughter of the man who sells jewelry at the farmer's market? I would have to be the mother-in-law of a household like that. Ugh.
Mom, why are you bringing up something we already finished talking about? She's come all the way here just to greet you. What is she supposed to do in this situation when you're saying something like this about her?
No, but it's also the fact that she grew up without a mother.
Mom!
Ugh, you scared me.
Mom, Camille's mother passed away when she was 20 years old. She was already finished growing up by then.
So what if she was already done growing up? Does that mean I can't say that she doesn't have a mother now?
Please try to be more considerate of other people's pain. Don't you think you're being a bit of a jerk right now?
What did you just say to me, Brat? You're calling your own mother a jerk! A jerk! Isaac, I think you should apologize to your mother for that.
No, I just said that since my mom was being so blunt.
Mrs. Black, I am sorry that he's being like that towards you.
Babe, you don't need to do that.
I apologize on his behalf. He shouldn't have said that. It was quite rude of him.
Take a look at this. Suddenly her tone and the way she's conducting herself is all proper.
Well, it's okay. I didn't mean to displease you or anything. I know how reliable you are, Camille. Don't worry. I understand. Please be understanding of me. I'm not being this way because I don't like you. Oh, yes, of course. It's just that marriage is a thing that'll tie both of our whole families together forever. How should I say this? Will you be able to understand? Yes, I'll try my best to be understanding. What's all this? If she's so well-mannered about everything, won't I be the one who looks petty and narrow-minded?
So, how do you feel? You're finally about to become a grown, married woman.
Yeah, well, I'm not too sure, honestly.
What's the matter? I see it didn't go the way you wanted it to.
Well, that's what mother-in-laws are usually like, aren't they?
Yeah, that's right. You should just think of it like that.
Okay, Dad. I won't get too hung up on it or anything.
And not to mention, when she finds out what kind of person you are, she'll definitely change. People always just need a little bit of time before they make up their minds.
Did Isaac's mom not treat you very nicely?
You? Stop asking so many questions. You should go to your room and study instead.
Why? Dad and I were looking forward to you coming back for so long.
Are you not going to study? You're a senior. Your SATs are so important.
Ugh, if only I wasn't a senior right now. You'd have nothing else to say to me, right?
Well, you got me there.
Okay, Dad, sis. I'm going back to my room to study since I'm a senior in high school.
Lucy, stay here for a bit longer. I have something I want to talk to you about.
Oh? Okay. Guess I have no choice but to stay then. What is it, Dad?
Now is the time you really need to put your head down and focus on studying. This is a very crucial period of your life.
Yep. Didn't we already establish that? And I need to take the SAT and apply for colleges. But other than that, I'm excited.
I guess I can wait until you're in college to tell you this.
Dad, why do I feel anxious?
Huh? Dad? What is it? Tell us now.
There's someone who's making me do things I know I shouldn't be doing. I feel like I'm betraying your mother, but I can't help it when I'm with this person. I keep thinking about how it's not right to be doing this with someone who's much younger than me, and to someone who has never been married.
Dad, what are you saying?
Also, I know that getting everything related to your marriage wrapped up is the priority. But there's a reason I'm saying all this. I needed to get it off my chest sooner or later. And I think I'm going to get married as well.
Dad, don't worry. You did a good thing. If you had gotten caught instead of being honest with us, we would have held you responsible right away.
That's right. Thank you for being understanding, and also, I'm sorry.
What are you talking about? What is there for you to be sorry about? Stop being so hard on yourself.
I didn't even get permission from you guys.
Why would you need to get our permission, Dad? You're the grown-up here.
I guess that's one way of thinking about it.
That's what I think too, Dad. Lucy's right. You raised us for 12 years after Mom passed away. All by yourself. That was enough for us. All that matters to us is that you're happy. So don't keep sacrificing your own life just for us.
Don't you think your mom would be upset?
If she is upset up in heaven, then to be honest, she's the strange one in this case. I'm very happy about it.
Really? You're really happy about it?
To be quite frank, I was having trouble sleeping at night thinking about how I would be moving out and leaving you alone. The thought of you and Lucy alone in this empty house made me so uneasy.
Huh? I don't know. You slept pretty well, though, sis.
Hey, shut it, Lucy. It's a figure of speech.
But there's also quite the age gap. She's only 12 years older than you, Camille. Do you not find that a bit uncomfortable?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I like having such a narrow age gap between us. It would make us feel less distant. Don't worry, Dad.
Is that so? That makes me feel a little more reassured, at least.
All that matters is that the two of us like it. Isn't that right, Lulu?
Yep, I like it the best. I was kind of worried about the state of our meals after Cammy left.
Okay then, in a few days we can get everything ready for a little family gathering.
Okay, Dad. Please do it as quickly as possible. We really want to meet her too.
Thank you. But there's one more thing I need to tell you.
What is it, Dad?
Please go on right ahead.
The person I've been seeing is... about her. Well, the thing is, she's the bakery owner.
Huh? Are you being for real right now, Dad?
Yes, I'm 100% serious. I've been seeing Marion for a while now.
Dad? Wow, I don't know what to say. That's interesting.
Well, you find it a bit odd, don't you? You two are judging me.
No, it's nothing like that. It's just a bit of a surprise. That's all.
Why? I get why he would like her. What about it is particularly surprising?
Wasn't your taste in women that were like Mom?
Well, that's true. She's the complete opposite of Mom.
Dad, no matter what, I'll welcome her with open arms. Wide open.
I'm not saying I'm against it or anything. It's just so unexpected. Wow, the food here is next level. I could slurp up this whole entire plate in one go. Absolutely spectacular. Isn't that right, honey?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's so good.
Try this too. Have some of mine. The seasoning is perfect. Perfect, I'm telling you.
Okay. I'll eat it.
Don't be like that. Just have some. Here, I'll feed you.
Marion, can I try some too? They do look pretty good.
Oh, do you want some as well? Okay then, hand over your little plate.
Okay, thank you. Here you go.
Well, this must really be fate. You said we already met each other at the bakery.
Are you having a hard time remembering me by any chance?
I don't remember our encounter too well. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, it's only natural that you don't remember. You see so many people at the bakery each day.
That's no excuse though. But by the way, I do remember hearing a rumor about Miss Camille over here at the farmer's market. I heard that she was super beautiful and elegant. I heard appearance-wise, she looked like a fair maiden from some respectable family. And that her character was really good too. I heard a rumor saying all that. None of that is true. You're flattering me too much. It's definitely not just flattery. I think from here on out, I'll have a hard time accepting that someone as beautiful as you is my daughter. Excuse me, can you please clear out this plate over here? And can you bring over a salad refill for us, please? I'm going crazy. This lady is all over the place. Sorry, we're all out of the salad. What? Caesar salad is a staple at any restaurant. How could you be out of it? Does that make any sense? It's not like the restaurant is about to close either. There's still quite a while left. No, but about that. I'm telling you, we really ran. That table over there is being served a plate right now, too. No, but the salad. You're just skimping since the fresh veggies are expensive right now, aren't you? No matter how expensive the ingredients are, a restaurant can't be this rude. As for me, when it's not pumpkin bread season and the pumpkin is really expensive, I still have a conscience. I don't give my customers some random excuse.
Marion, calm down a little. The kids are here too.
No, but if you don't want to give us more, you should just say that you won't give it to us. That's all it takes. Just a little bit of honesty. That's all. Why are you making up some lie that you're all out of it? There's no way I won't be able to tell if someone is lying to me.
Marion, calm down a bit.
But is what I'm saying wrong, Randy? Camille, Lucy, do you think I'm wrong?
You're right. Everything you're saying is correct. It's definitely right.
To be honest, I expected her to overdo it a little, but I never imagined she would cross the line to this extent. especially at a place like this.
So now what? Are you saying you don't like her?
No, that's not exactly what I'm trying to say. It's just, whether it be in a place like that or any place really, that's not how our first meeting should have gone. She let out her feistiness at a restaurant like that. Was it really the time and place for that? What was the waiter making minimum wage supposed to do in that situation? Even if they were lying, they were just following orders.
And? So what? What are you trying to say?
Not only that, but she didn't even show a single sign of being careful or considerate towards anyone else. She just went for it. She just said what she wanted to do and acted exactly the way she wanted.
Cammy, is that really that important, though?
I'm not saying that it's important, but...
Sis, just trust what I'm about to say to you. That lady is a really good person.
Why? You're not saying all of this just because she gave you pastries, are you? Is that why you were kissing up to her when we were talking to Dad and back there at the restaurant, too?
Cammy, listen. You're going to move in with your husband now. I'll be going to move in with mine in about 10 years or so. If Dad is left all by himself, do you really want to be held responsible for the loneliness that he's going to feel?
No, but still, I think she is a bit much.
Don't just take you and me into consideration. Instead, when Dad tells us he likes someone, you need to let them be together.
Oh, Lulu. You're better than me, it seems. You feel like the real grown-up here.
By the way, Cammy, there's something I forgot to tell you earlier, but I really think you should know.
What is it?
I have these friends from a club at school. They're younger than me. It's a mix of freshmen and sophomores. There's about 5 of them or so that go to that lady's bakery and eat lunch there because she gives them sandwiches for free. Every single day.
Oh, really? Huh. I guess that is a really nice thing for her to do.
Yep. She really is a good person.
So what are you saying, then? Get to the point. I'm saying that we found an apartment for them. I thought you should know. Well, yeah. Usually the groom and his side of the family is the one that takes care of all of that. Isn't that a given? You really don't need to be bragging about it. Anyway, there was a reason I called you out here. I needed to see you again because I had something to tell you.
Oh, yes, please, go on ahead.
The thing is, I wanted to tell you that I would like to push back the wedding date. What? Push back the date? We already decided the wedding date. We even booked the venue. There's a cancellation fee. Why are you suddenly saying we should push it back? Well, they're going to get married anyway. I don't think it's that big of a deal to have it happen a little bit later. Listen here. You may not think that it's that much of a big deal since the wedding is still on for now, especially since you're on the groom's side. But this is a big deal for the bride and for the rest of her family. Don't you know that nevertheless, this is an important issue for us? We've been planning for so long. It's not a decision I made out of nowhere or anything. There's a reason behind why I can't have it be sooner. Well, what is it? It better be a solid excuse for you to propose something so ridiculous in the very last minute. My son still hasn't sorted out everything related to the house he lived in with his ex-wife. They had the house put on the market, but there was an issue with it all of a sudden. He needs time to sort that out with her. And not to mention, the money from selling the house was a big part of the money going toward Isaac and Camille's new place. What? Please hold on. What did you say? I'm in utter shock right now, honey.
Huh? What? What is it, honey?
You said you wanted to make this marriage happen. Their family still hasn't properly sorted out everything with Isaac's ex-wife. How can we proceed with everything? Don't tell me you want to send off our kid to that family.
No, it's just that. About that. Don't say anything too harsh, dear.
Excuse me, but Marion. No. No need to come at me with your excuse me. So you're telling me you've been bragging about getting some fancy new apartment, but the whole time you haven't wrapped up everything with your son's divorce. You think we feel comfortable sending our kid to that new apartment? No, but Marion, about that. I was just telling you that to let you know that I don't think they need anything else big for their wedding. That's the only reason I said all that. That conversation is something that we already brought to a close. Why are you bringing it up again? You just want to keep showing off, don't you? To be quite frank, I know that you guys can only provide the basics when it comes to wedding costs. It'd be hard to avoid talking about it, especially since you guys can't do anything to contribute. I was just trying to be considerate. That's all. Can't do anything to contribute. Well, I see how it is. Let's talk about wedding costs again, then. Let's go back to square one. Are you really saying you didn't want to spend too much on the wedding out of consideration towards us? That's not quite what I was getting at. It's just because it would show that there's a gap between our family's income. A gap? What exactly do you mean by gap? Well, you're a family that makes most of your money selling stuff at the farmer's market. And, well, my family will be working directly with the president of Amazon in the future. Well, it's not like you're going to become the president of Amazon or anything. So what you just said right now was pretty harsh. What? What did you just say? In a capitalist society like ours, money is what matters the most. You can't compare some mere director's salary to what my Randy earns. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing right now. And also, in your family's case, you're working under someone else. If they tell you to get out, you have no choice but to get out. My husband is the CEO of a jewelry store. If another employee doesn't please him, he is the one telling them to get out. Marion, I don't want you to get angry while we talk. Well, you said something to make me angry just now, didn't you? Randy runs the top-selling local jewelry business, you know? I just wanted to explain my point of view, that's all. Even if you didn't explain all that just now, I'm well aware that you're a director of a subsidiary of that big company. Please listen. No, you listen, Laura. Even if someone treats our kid like a queen, I don't want to let her go to a family like yours. And moreover, she's the type of girl who could go anywhere she wants. Can't you tell just by looking at her? Camille is beautiful. She's smart. She's polite, well-behaved, and extremely hardworking. Any man would be lucky to have her. If I'm being quite honest, you need to be thankful. A girl like that is marrying your son that just got out of a 3-year-long failed marriage. Why are you insulting my son out of nowhere? He's a good kid. Oh, seriously. Yes, Camille is a nice girl, but there's really no need to get all defensive. You're acting a little too much like you're her mother or something. Meanwhile, it hasn't even been 2 months since you've gotten remarried. Whether it's been 2 months since I've gotten remarried or 2 days since I've gotten remarried, a mother is a mother. Camille is my daughter. And also, speaking of the wedding costs, you said you got an apartment all set for them. I already bought them everything they need to furnish it with. And I went to a fancy store with imported furniture, too. If I'm going to be sending my daughter away somewhere, the very least I can do is make sure that she's living comfortably. You said they didn't need much, but our family believes that a new marriage should be treated with importance. The wedding should be a proper celebration. Otherwise, it'd be no different from the 2 of them eloping alone at City Hall. And also, the jewelry store is making quite a bit of money these days, you know? Just in case you had the wrong impression. We can afford to spoil our kid on her wedding day just fine. We already told our friends and family that it's going to be on that date. It'd be far too much of a hassle to tell everyone we changed it. And frankly, it'd be a little embarrassing for your family when we explain why we changed it. If you want to push back the date, I think it'd be better if we just canceled the wedding altogether.
Wait. Slow down, honey.
Oh, you be quiet, Randy. Now you have something to add to this conversation. I used our emergency funds in a rush, so that's how I took care of the whole situation.
Oh, yes, I understand. Thank you for taking care of it.
I'll prepare the new house for you guys right away. Everything should be set for you both. The wedding can happen smoothly from here on.
Okay, I got it. Thank you again.
You need to tell your stepmother right away. Right away! Don't forget to put it off or she'll ruin everything at this rate. Tell her that that's how we're going to proceed with the wedding. Got it?
Yes, I understand. I'll go talk to her as soon as we get off the phone.
And also, in the meantime, if by any chance there's anything I did to upset you, please just let it slide, okay? We're going to really be family soon.
Don't worry, there isn't anything like that.
And everything we talked about stays between us. You understand? You shouldn't just repeat everything to your stepmom. You know that, right?
I'm not the type of person who gossips like that, so please don't worry.
That's right, I know. Okay, then I think you should get some rest after this, too.
Yes, of course. You rest up, too.
You're still not asleep?
Yeah, I can't fall asleep.
I feel the same way. Can I come in?
Yes, of course, Dad. Come in.
I thought we could drink some beer, so I brought 2 cans with me.
That sounds good. Have one over. You can sit over here.
I don't know why I'm thinking about your mother so much today.
Dad, you shouldn't be talking about stuff like that. Marion is right there in the living room.
I got into a bit of an argument with your stepmother just now.
Huh? Why did the two of you fight?
She said we need to get a $15,000 bed for you guys. We were supposed to be watching TV together, but instead she just pounced at me.
What? Why would she do that? At a time like this, too.
After your mother-in-law made a comment to her about our family's income, she started overspending to prove a point to her. I told her I didn't really like that she was doing that, and she brought that up and suddenly pounced at me.
Right now? But didn't all that already get dealt with?
But just now, we were getting in bed.
Yeah? What happened?
And your stepmother, she did something to me under my pillow.
What? Under your pillow? Don't tell me.
She put her cell phone there. Camille, it was just like...
Dad. Mom. My mother, who passed away, was never someone who raised her voice at anyone. She was always a very quiet person. At the very most, she would fight with my dad in the depths of our home. And then it just so happened that the fiery Marion used the same timid method of reconciliation as my mother to make up with my father. She put her phone under my dad's pillow without even making eye contact with him. That made my father think, huh? What is she doing? And look at her. And then when the two were face to face, they both let out small smiles. And somehow, both of them would finally feel at ease. They would forget whatever they were fighting about, just like that. But how could the bakery owner, no, my new mother, who was so quarrelsome all the time, have thought to use the exact same method of reconciliation as my late mother? After I got married, seeing how reliable my family had become somehow made me feel more confident and like a weight was taken off my shoulders. I now had a new mother that welcomed me with open arms and would fight on my behalf. My dad, my new mother, and my little sister, who is now a college student, lived together as 3.
is it this time? Why is this lady calling again? Oh, I really don't want to talk to her. Oh, what should I do? Decline! Oh no! Hello? Oh dear! Laura, hello? Yes. Are you having a good holiday? As a matter of fact, no, I am not. I called my oldest daughter over because I've prepared a huge spread for her, full of all the things she likes. I've been waiting. But for some reason, she's not coming. She said she would get here in the morning, but it's past lunchtime and she still hasn't shown up. I called just her because I was wondering what was the matter. But it seems you're picking up her phone, Laura. That. My daughter said she wouldn't be able to leave from her in-laws' house until a little later. So we've just been waiting until she arrives to greet her. Huh? Who exactly has been waiting for your daughter to come? Pardon? Me and Camille are waiting for her. No, but since she's your daughter, you're the only one who should be waiting for her. Why are you making my daughter wait with you? What's the point? She has somewhere she's supposed to be. I mean, it's just that it's the first holiday since she became a part of our family where we were all able to meet up. It's not that easy to get together due to how busy everyone is. I thought it'd be better for them to at least see each other face to face before Camille and Isaac leave. Well, as far as I'm aware, didn't your family all gather together and go out to the suburbs to stay in an Airbnb not too long ago? Am I mistaken? Camille was telling me all about that trip, so I don't see how I could be wrong. Oh, that! Yes, that is right. We did go. It seems that Camille gets to see her husband's side of the family far more often than her own side of the family, then. I think it's a bit unfair that you're keeping her there. Well, our housekeeper and chef are also gone to celebrate the holidays with their family, so I kind of needed more of a helping hand. Laura, are you telling me that you're ordering my daughter around? Telling her to prepare the food and do some cleaning before your daughter arrives? Is that the reason you're holding her there until now and not sending her to our place? About that. I didn't want it to get to the point where I would have to say this. But my oldest daughter is someone who could have gotten married to a man with a nice and clean past instead of a divorcee. Back then, I didn't think I was qualified to add any input since I had just become a part of her family. So I just let her marry your son. But if I was her mother before that, this marriage definitely would have never happened. What? What are you saying, Marion? That's a bit disrespectful. Both you and your son should be very grateful to have Camille as your daughter-in-law and wife. And yet here you both are, having her prepare food for your daughter. Does that make any sense? I saw how well Isaac treated her before, so I trusted that and just let her go. But I won't let what happened today slide. I'm going over there myself to find her. So, I'll see you in a bit. No! Marion! It's all right if you don't come. Really, there's no need at all. I'll send Camille over to your place right away. Right now! So please, calm down, first and foremost. If you truly intended to send her over here, you would have done that from the beginning. How do you expect me to just take your word for it? I'm going over there. And when your daughter gets here, I'm going to make her cook for me. I think you folks need to get a taste of your own medicine. Honey, hurry up and get dressed. We're going to Laura's place.
Honey, what are you talking about?
No, please don't. I was wrong. I'm so sorry. I'll really send her over to you guys right away. Immediately, I promise. Please don't come. I'm going to hang up the phone now. Camille is going over to you, so don't show up here. Goodbye. Hey, sweetie, you take off those gloves and that apron quickly. Take Isaac with you and head to your family's house. Quick! Oh, but Mrs. Black, Isabel and her husband haven't arrived yet. Once they get here, I'll greet them before I head out. Oh, forget it! Forget about that! Your stepmother said she was going to come to our house and crash our party! Good grief! Weren't you supposed to be someone who lived in sorrow without a mother? How did this marriage end up with me living in fear because of my in-laws? It's about time you did. That's all for today's story. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe and leave a thumbs up.